Hello. Today I will reveal to you a shocking truth, where the seemingly harmless credit cards in your wallet become secret eyes, watching your every move under the control of the US government. They are not just payment tools. They are sophisticated spy chips designed to collect every detail of your life, from shopping habits to personal secrets, and turn you into prey in a global surveillance network. What you are about to discover will make you shudder at the power of stealth technology, and unable to resist curiosity about the conspiracy that is secretly operating. Credit cards. The secret eyes of the US government. Imagine a world where every time you swipe your card at the supermarket, withdraw money from an ATM, or book a plane ticket, the US government knows what you are doing, where you are, and even what you are thinking. Credit cards, issued by major banks like Chase, Visa, and MasterCard, are more than just financial instruments. They contain RFID chips and nano-location technology that are secretly installed to track your every move in real time. A former senior Chase employee, Daniel Hargrove, revealed in an anonymous interview in 2024 that he was involved in a secret project called Eagle Eye, in which credit cards were embedded with tiny GPS tracking chips that allowed the National Security Agency, NSA, to track the locations of millions of Americans without a court order. He said that in 2022, he witnessed the data of more than 10 million customers being transmitted directly to a center at Fort Meade, where the NSA analyzed every transaction to build detailed profiles of each individual. This was more than just surveillance. It was part of a comprehensive plan of control. A former Visa software engineer, Emily Clarkson, says that in 2023, she discovered hidden code in the credit card system that allowed her to record even unauthorized transactions, like whether you were considering buying a banned book or a sensitive movie ticket. She reveals that this data was sent to a secret agency called Project Sentinel, where government officials categorize people into trustworthy or risky groups based on their spending habits. One shocking example. In June 2023, an Ohio man named John Carver was arrested without a reason after he bought 5 privacy books on Amazon with his credit card. His family says that before he was arrested, he received a strange call from an unknown number, and then his home was searched without a warrant. This shows that credit cards are not just for tracking. They are also a tool for targeting and eliminating people who are considered a threat. Purpose: control and manipulation of the entire population. Immerse yourself in a disturbing scenario. The US government uses credit cards to build a society where everyone is completely controlled. The original purpose was to monitor national security, but it has gone far beyond that. Former NSA employee Richard Holt says that in 2024, he discovered a program called Citizen Matrix, which uses credit card data to predict criminal behavior before it happens, based on transactions such as buying fertilizer, suspected of making bombs, or bus tickets to major cities. He reveals that in September 2024, a Texas woman named Sarah Mitchell was interrogated for 12 hours because she bought 10 kilograms of sugar and a chemistry set, even though she was only planning to bake a cake for her wedding. Another, more sinister purpose: economic manipulation. An anonymous economist said that in 2025, he discovered that major banks had adjusted credit card interest rates based on surveillance data, doubling interest rates for people who bought religious books or participated in protests as a way to force them into debt for easier control. Who is behind this and who benefits? The masterminds of this conspiracy are a powerful alliance between the US government and financial giants. An insider at the US Treasury Department said that in 2023, he attended a closed-door meeting in Washington where senior officials and executives at JP Morgan Chase discussed integrating tracking technology into credit cards to protect national security. He heard one official say, "We need to know everything about them, From their meals to their dreams, former MasterCard employee Laura Bennett said that in 2024, she saw engineers installing tracking chips in new cards, and she heard rumors that the project was funded by the CIA to track both U.S. citizens and foreigners. Who are the beneficiaries? Financial firms like Goldman Sachs and Citibank have made billions of dollars selling credit card data to the government, while government officials use the information to consolidate power, such as eliminating political opponents based on their spending habits. For example, in November 2024, Senator James Ridley was forced to resign after his card data showed he had purchased tickets to Las Vegas too often, despite his repeated denials of corruption. The shocking impact: lives invaded. The consequences of this conspiracy have turned the lives of millions of people upside down. A California man, Thomas Reed, said that in 2023, he was denied a mortgage just because his credit card showed he had bought tickets to environmental protests. "I felt like I was stripped naked in front of the government, with no privacy left," he said. A New York woman, Helen Parker, said that in 2024, she was fired from her company after her boss discovered that she had bought a book on free speech, and she believed that the information came from her credit card. A Florida family said that in January 2025, their home was raided because their 17-year-old son bought a model airplane with a credit card, and the police suspected that he was planning to build a drone to attack. An undercover study from 2024 found that 30% of Americans are denied jobs or credit because of their credit card data, as if they were living in an invisible prison without knowing it. This abuse is also spreading globally. A merchant in Mexico said that in 2024, his store was closed after the U.S. government discovered that he was accepting card payments from American tourists, and he was suspected of money laundering. A businessman in Germany said that in 2025, his account was frozen after his credit card showed he had purchased equipment from China, even though he had only imported electronic components. These effects are not just destroying individuals, they are building a world where people are controlled by the tiny chips in their wallets. The unsolved mystery: credit cards and the dark future. Let's dive into a theory that will make you uneasy. Credit cards can also be used for mind control. An anonymous engineer claims that in 2025, he discovered an ultrasonic frequency emitted by card chips that could influence users' purchasing decisions, making them choose products endorsed by governments or corporations. One social media user claims that in March 2025, he started dreaming about strange product ads after swiping his card, as if his mind was being invaded. A source at a tech company says that in 2024, they were asked to develop software to analyze data, credit cards, and human psychology as a step toward total control. Let's face this disturbing prospect. Credit cards are not only a surveillance tool for the U.S. government, but also the key to unlocking an era of technological slavery. With haunting eyewitness accounts, shocking events revealed, and unsolved mysteries, there's no denying that you may be living under surveillance every minute of every day. This journey will keep you glued to your eyes, and the haunting question still echoes. Would you dare to throw away your credit card to escape this invisible hand? Share your feelings and prepare to discover more terrifying secrets of the world.